Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me again. Glad you was able to join me again. I'm really glad. I think thankful for the subscribers and everything. Now, I know most of you watching this video, you're probably on the way to work or sitting at home not doing anything, or hey, let's face it, I might just be on in the background, or you may be on the toilet. Hey, I don't care. However you want to listen to me, that's on you. I will take anything I can get. I'm going to continue to still post and nourish this channel until it grows big and strong with lots of subscribers. So, one reason why people out here are choosing the single life over dating, okay? Wow, so I talked to some friends of mine on occasion, both male and female, and they tell me about some of the crazy stuff they're experiencing out here. Well, one of the first topics is things that people now are dealing with their day and that people didn't deal with, let's say, like the year 2000, especially before that. I would say 90s, 80s, but before all this social media and technology has really hurt, not just as when it comes to dating, but just meeting people, like friendships, everything. It's really put a strain on that. It's created an unrealistic expectation. Nowadays, there's too many options and too much competition out there, you know, and it's too easy for people to get a hold of you. Remember back in the day, if you were born, I'm an 80s baby myself, so most people born around that time and before, and even like early 90s, you remember when there was no internet, when you were thrilled as a kid to have a phone in your room and everybody talked on the same phone line. Yeah. And that was like a huge deal. And back in the day, like only people that you really met, dated, or talked to, or friends were people that stayed in your same neighborhood, went to your school. There was no thing where you could sit home and get on a computer or a phone and just, yeah, you could call somebody out of town, but far as like talk to them through messaging and things like that, that was unheard of, until the internet got really big. So that's one thing. And the options and the competition has made it way too easy where people can, tell you anything and you don't know who or what you're talking to on that other line. Thankfully now, at least we have video chat on our cell phones, Google Meet, and everything like that, where we can actually see, somebody before we meet them or whatever now these days. Other thing I hear is a lack of respect. And what I mean by that is if somebody's trying to pursue you, you're not feeling them. It may hurt their feelings if you, in your mind, if you say, hey, that you really are not feeling them or want to talk to them, but you lying and making it, just leading them on is going to hurt worse. Me personally, I have more respect for somebody that tells me straight up how they feel versus in someone who strings along. And some of you fall right in that trap of getting strung along. You got to watch out for that, okay? Lack of respect is big. And with that, men are not being respectful to women. Women aren't even being respectful to men a lot of times out here. And you need that, We have to be respectful to each other. We just seem sometimes to be in so much competition with, between the sexes and just everything else out here. It's getting a little out of hand, people. It really is. So yeah, the respect is a big thing. People are over talking each other. People aren't willing to listen. It's ridiculous. Other thing is settling. One of the worst things I think anybody can do. You can't, you don't want, if you just got out of something, and if you see qualities in somebody new that you came across that remind you of that person, you're like, hey, deja vu, you need to back up and leave them alone where you found them, period. Stop selling out here. I know a lot of people have been hurt bad by doing that, and you waste time with it. Next thing is being dishonest. Man, people are out here lying about height, weight, putting pictures up from 20 years ago. Like, the person when you meet them is not going to notice or see that. Come on now. Why be dishonest? Just be real with people. That is a huge turnoff, y'all. Don't be lying. Don't be posting pictures from 20 years ago. Stop with the filters. I know the filters are fun, but when you need to have some real pictures of yourself up here too when you online dating or sending stuff through text. Nobody wants to see filters, all right? Another thing is laziness. What I mean by that is nobody wants to work out here for a relationship. It takes work. Yeah, we have jobs, we have kids, some of us, and we have other responsibilities. But if you're really trying to get to know someone and be involved, it takes work. And I'll tell you this, the excuse of I'm busy, they're busy, or somebody keeps consistently telling you they're busy, people make time for who and what they want to make time for. And that goes for any relationship, as far as, a romantic relationship, a friendship, even with family members. Realize that people make time for who they want to make time for. You have to be a priority for them. If nobody's willing to make you a priority, then you need to step away from them. And also, what goes around with the laziness too is people just quit. Every time something gets a little hard, they have a disagreement. The people that that are married for long term, they don't do that. They work hard and communicate. They don't just give up. That's what it takes. And with that, also, people don't want to take the time. That falls into laziness too. They want to rush into things now. Everybody's so ready. How the little song go back in the day? First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby. Well, some of us aren't looking for the baby and the baby carriage, but y'all get the drift. People, things take work and time. People getting too big a rush, and it's just what, again, the society we live in. People getting too big a rush. People complain about commercials on the streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Tubi. Like, come on, if you're born 90 on up, you grew up on commercials. What's the big deal about them now? People are paying extra just to not have commercials. I mean, I get it some ways, but I'm like, we've gotten way too impatient out here. Last point here. Let's be honest. The older that we all get, we get settled in our ways and don't really want to change some of them ways. And that's all well and good. I know me, myself, I got ways that I don't really change, and that's all of us. The older we get, the more set and settled we are in our ways. And that's all there is to it. Yeah, just we get settled in our ways. And when you get involved with someone, especially if you take the next step and you get, move in with them, get married, yada, yada, like you're going to have to learn to change and accept that, accept people for who they are. That means accept them for their faults and their positive attributes. And they should do the same for you as well. With so many people, a lot of us, we carry a lot of baggage around, y'all, just because somebody did this to me and one person shows you that, or we categorize each other too much out here, and it's really hurtful. We got to quit doing that. These are just some of the reasons that I notice why, people are choosing to be single over dating. And, we got to quit making it seem like single is just so horrible and bad out here. Not everybody is ready or wants to be married. Like we need to respect each other, how each person lives their lives out here. Period. We need to just respect how we each live our lives and just mind our business. All right. Well, guys, I'm done running my mouth for tonight. I will catch you on the next one.